On the last episode, we finished our rogue outfit task. Now, for our new task, we have to get the stuff. For those of you who don't know what get the stuff means, it's a reward from the minigame Trouble Brewing. And that minigame alone requires so many quests and skills. I'm going to put them on the screen right now so you can see the headache I have to go through. Now, I did some research as well. One of the quests that's listed, or one of the quests that's not listed, is Rune Mysteries. You might be wondering, well, if it's not listed, then you can't do it. But you see, for Priest in Peril, you need Rune Essence. So to get Rune Essence, you need to do Rune Mysteries. So that's already another quest completed right there, if you know what I'm talking about. So in today's episode, we're going to go ahead and try to get some of those prerequisites knocked out of the park, complete a bunch of those quests, and make our goal that much closer. So let's get right to the gameplay. Also, for those of you that are unaware, I'm going to start streaming this content over on Twitch, so that way you guys can get a constant influx of content, and it's not just waiting around for maybe 4 to 5 days, or even 2 weeks, depending on the task. So come join me on Twitch, Coldmerking TV. I'll put a link in the description below, and I'll also put the tag on screen. I'll see you there. Alright, welcome back to episode 2. So before we get started with what we were doing, I actually got a Slayer task off screen, and that was just to kill, I think it was 30 cows or something like that. We just went to Turiel over in Bertho to get the task, and we did the 30, got to level 3 Slayer, but we did get 9 range, so we did get a max hit off that, which is nice. So I did get a second task, and that task is birds, which, if you don't know, birds is categorized into seagulls, ducks, chickens, and whatnot. So I'm going to go kill these chickens here for a couple things. You know, you have the bones, you have their bird meat, which cooking XP, we're going to need cooking. For the feathers, later on when we start fletching, will that be darts or even just arrows itself. So yeah, this is going to be the slowest grind that I think I've ever gone through, because I have to get 47 Slayer. It's either 47 Slayer or 52. I forget 100%, but yeah, if you guys know early game Slayer without doing quests to get the XP, or even the trivia quiz in the Varrock Museum, this is going to take forever. But on the bright side, there is going to be a lot of points we're going to be getting. Of course, none for the first 5 tasks, but after that, it's going to be a lot of points. And I'm going to do a semi-Turiel skip. So if you guys don't know what Turiel skipping is, you do your 9 tasks with Turiel, and then you go to the highest Slayer Master available, and you get the bonus for your 10th task. Normally it's Konar and Duradel, but since we don't have those, we're kind of stuck. And depending also, because we haven't done Priest in Peril yet, which means there's no Canifis, and we haven't done Fairy Tale Part 1, so we don't have Zenaris. So I think our only Slayer Masters is... we can't do that one because we need a Person of Interest. So there's Turiel, there's the Wilderness Master, and the Edgeville one, which even then we need 40 combat. So that's going to be a hot minute before we even get to that point. But look forward to the grind. It's going to suck having to get 47 prayer with nothing but bones that we pick up. And that's, let's see, yeah, about 4 to 5 XP every time. So we're looking at thousands of bones. Like thousands. Until we get to hopefully giants and we get the big bones and stuff like that. But holy cow. It's going to be a headache and a half. So I'll see you guys when we get some more progress, and hopefully on the live stream. Alright, so that's one quest completed. We did... man, how many tasks have we done already? That was 4 tasks already. We ended up having zombies as our last task, and it was really rough with range, so I just leveled up my magic at the Lesser Demon on the top floor of the Wizard Tower so I can get Fire Strike. But yeah, we're starting to look more well-rounded. 18 magic, 4 prayer, 15 range. I did some calculations to get to 47 with just bones. It's about 16,000 regular bones. So let's look into some different options. But other than that, that is one quest completed off the ones we need. And I guess we'll go on to the next one. All right, so we've completed a couple of Slayer tasks. I believe we're at 7. Yep, we're at 7. So got a little sidetracked, decided to go ahead and do the Druidic Ritual quest as our next quest because we were in the area. Come on, spam click. Nice. So decided to do the Druidic Ritual because we were in the area, and I actually ended up cooking all my food without saving a raw meat. So it was kind of funny. My task was a goblin task, and the goblin camp was right next to the bears. So that was actually pretty easy. So bring the enchanted meat to Sanfew upstairs in the Taverly Herblore store. All right, so now we go out. Go out there. Eat the chicken. You guys hit hard. Current little update. We're at 19 range, 19 mage. It's 7 crafting. We I don't know if it was in the last clip or not, but all the cowhides, I just turned it into soft leather. Yeah, I turned it into soft leather. It costs about 3 GP each. And then once you turn it into soft leather, you turn them into gloves. You can sell the gloves back to Tasseli and Varrock for 3 GP. So you end up not losing any money, and it's free XP. And it was probably, I think, 57 of the cowhides that I did. And we got to almost level 8, so it's not too bad. It's actually pretty good training. And yeah, cooked all the food as well that I had in my bank at 12 cooking. So our stats are starting to look better and better the closer we get to our goal. And with this quest, this will give us the 3 herb lore and 4 quest points. Pretty nice. Yeah, 3 herb lore. Very nice. We can do attack potions now. With the Eye of Newt and whatnot, which you can actually buy the Eye of Newt in some places, and Guam's drop from a lot of mobs. So, yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. The stream is still live. We've been live for 2 hours already. Yeah, give or take 2 hours. So pretty much whenever you guys are trying to look for content, just look for me on Twitch. I'm going to try to dual stream it, Twitch and YouTube. So that way we can get more viewership throughout the platforms. Whether it be like you're working and Twitch is blocked, you could just do YouTube. Same. But I'll most likely be live every day while doing this, because if I want to get videos out, I need to be playing every day. Currently at a day and 5 hours of playtime already. Holy crap, that's a lot of playtime already. And we only did 1 task. So, yeah, let's see what the next update is. All right, so we've completed a couple of Slayer tasks. I believe we're at 7. Yep, we're at 7. So got a little sidetracked, decided to go ahead and do the Druidic Ritual quest as our next quest because we were in the area. Come on, spam click. Nice. So decided to do the Druidic Ritual because we were in the area, and I actually ended up cooking all my food without saving a raw meat. So it was kind of funny. My task was a goblin task, and the goblin camp was right next to the bears. So that was actually pretty easy. So bring the enchanted meat to Sanfew upstairs in the Taverly Herblore store. All right, so now we go out. Go out there, eat the chicken. You guys hit hard. Current little update. We're at 19 range, 19 mage. It's 7 crafting. We I don't know if it was in the last clip or not, but all the cowhides, I just turned it into soft leather. Yeah, I turned it into soft leather. It costs about 3 GP each. And then once you turn it into soft leather, you turn them into gloves. You can sell the gloves back to Tasseli and Varrock for 3 GP. So you end up not losing any money, and it's free XP. And it was probably, I think, 50, like 57 of the cowhides that I did. And we got to almost level 8, so it's not too bad. It's actually pretty good training. And yeah, cooked all the food as well that I had in my bank at 12 cooking. So our stats are starting to look better and better the closer we get to our goal. And with this quest, this will give us the 3 herb lore and 4 quest points. Pretty nice. Yeah, 3 herb lore. Very nice. We can do attack potions now. With the Eye of Newt and whatnot, which you can actually buy the Eye of Newt in some places, and Guam's drop from a lot of mobs. So, yeah, I think we're doing pretty well. The stream is still live. We've been live for 2 hours already. Yeah, give or take 2 hours. So pretty much whenever you guys are trying to look for content, just look for me on Twitch. I'm going to try to dual stream it, Twitch and YouTube. So that way we can get more viewership throughout the platforms. Whether it be like you're working and Twitch is blocked, you could just do YouTube. Same. But I'll most likely be live every day while doing this, because if I want to get videos out, I need to be playing every day. Currently at a day and 5 hours of playtime already. Holy crap. That's a lot of playtime already. And we only did 1 task. So, yeah, let's see what the next update is. All right, so a little bit of an update. I was reading through the official tasker rules and FAQs. Now, originally I was going to go do mining so I can get the ores and, smith everything up to level 50. As I was reading it, I came through the rule here that says the question is, I need to get this smithing level, but I don't have any ores yet. Can I mine for them? That shit says flat out, no. To get to 50, you can do 1 through 35 buying bronze bars, either at Shanty Pass or a Type 10 general store, and then go to 50 fixing motherlode mine struts. And then it mentions, of course, if you have the Giant's Foundry unlocked from a previous task, you can train there. I didn't get that lucky. So we have to fix the struts on the little cog wheels in Motherlode Mine from 35 to 50. I tell you, this shit is not easy. Oh, and not to mention, I have to buy the bronze bars, and I did the math. From 1 to 35, at least from my level, or my XP, it's going to take 1,800 bronze bars. 1,800 bronze bars. That's 14.5K. So I did more math, and I looked at the items I can that I can smith through the process of doing that. That'll give me some money back. And it looks like what we're doing is we're going to do bronze daggers, bronze scimitars, bronze warhammers, and then once we get to the warhammers and we get to level 11, we'll do bronze chain bodies from 11 to 18, and then bronze plate bodies from 18 to 35. And if we do everything correctly, it should net us, I want to say maybe like 3K profit, which is super low, but it's better than nothing. So, yeah, I'll be back when I hit the 1,800 bronze bars. That's 180 world hops. I'll be back when I get that and I start the progress a little bit. All right, so I made an oopsie, and on my last 2 clips of me showing the completion of Priest in Peril, my microphone was muted. So I didn't want to do a commentary over it, so I'm just going to do it again. Priest in Peril, very easy, even at this combat level. You have to do it at the range for the Temple Guardian, but there's 2 safe spots. On the Temple Guardian, there's a safe spot as soon as you come down the ladder. You just take 1 step to the east, and once the Temple Guardian is on the east side wall, you just attack him and he'll get stuck, and you can get the free kill on that. And then for the monks of Zamrock and the temple, you can either safe spot them with the pews, which is the chairs, or behind the altar. And that's another easy safe spot. It was probably the easiest thing I've done in a very long time. In terms of going around and teleporting, for the quest to make it as easy as possible, take a chronicle with you. So when you run to the temple and you deposit the rune essence, just chronicle back, hit the bank, and then run back there instead of running to there, running back, just wastes a lot of time. And if you manage to get strange fruits from the fruit stall, if you did the fruit stall method, take the strange fruits with you, since they regen 30 run energy. Probably the easiest thing you can do. And on the second clip I mentioned, we've now completed Priest in Peril, Druidic Ritual, and Rune Mysteries. That's 3 quests out of the 7 total that we had. Now, the next couple quests that we'll be taking on will be Jungle Potion and Pirate's Treasure, since they have no requirements. The only requirement for Jungle Potion was Druidic Ritual, which we already did. So now, once we finish up here and get 25, I'm trying to get 25 magic so I can unlock the Varrock teleport. Once we get that, we'll go to Hosidius or Great Karen, wherever the guard dogs are in the fruit stalls, and we got to kill 6 more of them so that way we can complete our 9th task and then come back to Canifis and get a task. Also, reading up on the rules for Taskman, I saw that task skipping is not allowed unless you're on a Slayer requirement task, like a Basilisk Jaw or a Brittle Key, stuff like that. Then you can Turiel skip and do certain things like that. As for Wilderness Slayer, you can do Wilderness Slayer all you want. You just can't do any boss tasks until you hit the hard tier, meaning you have to complete the easy and medium completely before you can actually do bosses on hard. So yeah, it's gonna be a long time before I do that. I don't really like Wildy Slayer anyways, because it's PKers are assholes. They'll do it out of spite, and especially if I'm going to be streaming this, I'm definitely not going to be doing that. So yeah, after we do Pirate's Treasure and Jungle Potion, the next thing we got to do is Big Chompy Bird Hunt. So if we look at the quest requirements, we need 30 cooking, 30 ranged, which is fine because one of our requirements, I believe, for Cabin Fever is 50 fishing. Let me just verify that for you guys here. 50 smithing. Did I mess it up? Or is it rum deal? I think it's rum deal. Yeah, rum deal. So you need 50 fishing, which is going to get us the raw fish we need anyways for the cooking level. So yeah. And then after that, after we get those 2 done, I'm going to have to just keep going at, what's it called? The Shanty Pass to get more bronze bars. I ended up doing the bronze bars until 18. So now what I have left is 1,502 bronze bars to buy. So we can do plate bodies all the way to 35, and then we're going to have to do the struts anyways. So that's going to be a headache and a half, but it's an easier way. It just sucks that you can only buy 10 bronze bars at a time. Other than that, we are looking pretty good on the account. We just hit the 25 magic. We just need to hit 30 range. And once we hit 30 range, we don't have to do anything else to it. So actually, no, the max requirement is 40 range, which I think for Rum Deal, you need that. No. The Cabin Fever or the range. Yeah, Cabin Fever needs 40 ranged. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. And the crafting is gonna be a nightmare. So we'll see how that goes, and I'll see you guys in the next clip, which is hopefully me completing Pirate's Treasure. Or sorry, the next clip should be me completing the last task, getting a task from Canifis, going into Pirate's Treasure, and then Jungle Potion. So I'll see you guys in just a short second. And just like that, Pirate's Treasure has been completed. This would have been done a long time ago, if I didn't get sidetracked. I ended up doing the farming run guide that's in the taskers, and it's a whole loop. You go Catherby, Falador, Corrend, Artie, and then you circle back and go to Yanil, back to McGrubber's Woods. It was a cycle, but it's meant kind of to go where if you do a complete circle, by the time you get back to your original one, it should be grown already. But I gotta say that that one run got me from 1 to level 8. It's supposed to get you to level 34, and then after you hit 34, we do Tithe Farm to what's the level we needed? 40. So not too bad. Pirate's Treasure complete though. We get an emerald and a gold ring, and that's about it. I think I'm gonna head to bed at this point and carry on tomorrow. We can finish Jungle Potion, and that should be the end of the episode number 2. So I'll see you guys in the next clip. Okay, it's the next day. We just streamed for roughly 5 hours. And boys, the grind for crafting is over. That's 45 crafting right there. It was a journey. I gotta say, it was hopping the worlds over and over was a nightmare. So if you're looking at my screen, or looking at my bank here, this is what I crafted to go from, I think, 7 to 45 crafting on top of the molten glass. So give or take, I think it was 1100 or 1200 molten glass that we had to buy individually, smelt it down, and then blow it into these products here just to go and get 45. Now, this is going to be the last clip of the episode, so let's go over what we completed this episode. So now looking at my notes here, the following quests we completed were Priest in Peril, Druidic Ritual, Pirate's Treasure, and Rune Mysteries. Now, if we're looking at the skills now, we have already 42 agility from the first episode. We got 45 crafting now, and we have the 5 fletching. What's left is 50 smithing, 40 ranged, 40 farming, 47 prayer, 42 slayer, 50 fishing, 8 herb lore, and 30 cooking. Sounds like a lot. It kind of is. I already have the route planned for smithing. I have the route planned for prayer. Farming is almost done. We just have to get the 34 so we can unlock Tithe, and then we'll do 34 to 40 there, which shouldn't take too long. And then 40 range is easy. We have to do that with Slayer anyways. And same thing with the Slayer. Of course, we have to do Slayer to do that. And then fishing, piece of cake, which fishing will get us cooking. So, yeah, if you want to know, the guide, or the rules state that we can't mine, of course, so we're going to do bronze bars from 18 to 38, or 35. And then from 35 to 50, we have to do the struts in Motherlode Mine. Did the math on that while I was streaming. We have to fix the struts 1,218 times. If you didn't know, fixing a strut gives you your smithing XP times 1.5, or your smithing level times 1.5. So, yeah, it's going to be a long grind. But it should be quick with the world hopping. So I want to say thank you all for watching episode 2. I'll see you guys in the next one. And hopefully we'll finish the task by the next one. I'm going to be doing a lot of off-camera stuff. So by next episode, you should see level completions and quest completions. And then we'll do a nice little long segment for Cabin Fever itself. So we can do the minigame. Or not Cabin Fever, we'll do the minigame itself. And see how the minigame is going to be a 5-minute course of action for a 17 to 25 hour grind. Probably 25 to 26 hours, I won't lie to you. So, yeah, thank you all so much. Please leave a comment, leave a like, and hit that subscribe button. If you could, put that little bell on for post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one.